Hey everyone, it is February 2nd, and we've got some market turmoil here this morning. Friday, we had silver crash about 30%, and it's kind of brought the market down a bit in the last couple days and over the weekend. I'm in Bitcoin. If we look at IBIT, that's gotten beaten down as well here. It's down 6.7% this morning and 11% on the week. I remember when it was trading for 120,000, now it's below 80,000. If we look at the actual Bitcoin price itself, it's a bad day if you're Michael Saylor, that's for sure. But overall, I think in the market, I think it's a great opportunity, especially headed into earnings. So we have both Snapchat and PayPal earnings tomorrow, which are both stocks I absolutely love. I've been covering on my channel for a bit now, and they have earnings February 3rd, and they're just crazy low heading into earnings. Like, how much lower can they really get? That's Snap, and this is PayPal. Yeah, I'm loving these prices. But anyways, I wanted to first give you a glimpse into my portfolio over the past few years and show you that it's possible. You just got to live below your means and invest the rest into quality companies and sell some covered calls while you're at it for those juicy premiums. So that is my portfolio back in 2023. Then we got earlier last year. So, it takes a bit to grind. It's a snowball effect. But then late last year, went from 74 to 97. That was in October. And then it just exploded from there. We're up to 211,000. That was a screenshot I took yesterday. So let me tell you, folks, it is possible. You just got to stick to it. But let's get started here. I'm going to go into why I get happy when I see the market go down and how that creates opportunity. So I'm going to look at Snapchat stock. Show you hands-on that, number one, obviously love lowering that cost. Dollar cost averaging is the number one way to grow your wealth. But if you combine that with trading options, and after some turmoil in the market, it raises those option prices, which is great if you're a seller. So if you look here, I typically like to sell at the money options. So what that means is stock's at $6.94. I'm going to sell the strike right above that. So that would be $7. And what market turmoil does to options is it increases this implied volatility. The more people think the stock's going to move, the more this price is right here. And we want that to be high because guess what? That goes right into our pockets. For every 100 shares of stock you own, they will pay you $50 to sell it to them at $7 if it's above that on February 6th, which is this Friday. And Robinhood kind of makes it tough to analyze the position, see exactly how it's going to play out. So that's what I use option strat here for. So let me pull up that same position. It's a covered call on Snap. We're going to expire February 6th and sell a $7 call. So here's what it means. If Snapchat ends above 7, we're going to make 9% on our money in literally 4 days. It's February 2nd right now. And on February 6th, we will make 9% if the stock ends above $7. If not, we're going to have a break-even price. So essentially, we're buying the stock at an average cost of $6.42. That's amazing. Absolutely love that. In order for us to lose money, it's going to have to drop more than 7.2%. So while everyone else is down 10%, say if it just has terrible earnings, we're only down 3%. I'm ecstatic because now I just own the stock at such a discount. And you only want to do this on stocks you have high conviction on. You want to own them long term, but you'll be happy to take that 9% in a week. Now, normally 9% you cannot collect. That's a lot. Because if we look at a stock that's already had earnings, like SoFi, for example, which I also did this on, you're not going to make 9%. But guess what? You do not need 9%. If I sell an at the money, so I'm going to sell at 23, and I usually sell it about a month out, so March 6th. We'll increase the range here. Oh, 8.3, so you're still able to make a lot. I mean, that's what I said. The turmoil increases the volatility and lets you get paid more. Like 8.3% a month, that's pretty dang good. Most people try to shoot for around 10% in a year. And to pick up 80% of that in the first month, I'd say you're pretty well on track. The other stock I'm looking at right now is PayPal. It also has earnings on Tuesday. Come on. And it's a little bit lower volatile stock, so you're not going to make quite as much, but it doesn't move as much. So you're safer in that aspect. But you can still make 4.8% in literally 4 days. That's that's over 1% a day. And you get a solid 4% discount. And if we look at PayPal right now, it's just trading so low. Like, if we look at it last 3 months, down 23%, 41% in the last year. I'm loving this stock, and it's still growing. Trading at a 10.5 PE. They just issued a dividend. This is a stock I want to own. But yeah, that's exactly why I get excited when the market goes down. And I think we're going to have a great earnings ahead of us. We saw Meta crushed earnings, SoFi crushed earnings, even though it went down. So I feel pretty confident. Just the market in general and how much people are spending. The other thing is Bitcoin is getting to very attractive prices. Like, might have to just diversify a bit into Bitcoin, get some exposure because it's going to go up eventually. Like, it's a long-term play. And if you trade IBIT, you can actually do the exact same thing, sell covered calls on it, and collect that monthly premium. So if it does go up, cool. Let's see how much you can make, actually. Let me go back onto option strat. IBIT. I haven't looked at this, but I'm sure the volatility is high because of how much it's dropped, which we love to see. So yeah, if we go out to March 6th, 6.4%, we'll take it. On Bitcoin, yeah. If not, we just get a discount of almost 5%. I will take that all day. I think I'm going to open up that trade later today and everything I do because I just can't convince myself otherwise. I'm going to be happy with 6.4% a month. What do I expect if I just own a stock straight up? So I'll be happy to take that profit, and if not, I want it at a cheap price. So that's all I had for you today. Let's don't forget, it's okay to start small. It's going to compound over time. Just focus on your 3 to 5% per month. It's going to grow, I promise you. Hope you all have a great day.